we're the Miami Dolphins. Miami Dolphins. Miami Dolphins #1.
We are about 15 or so miles northwest of world-famous Miami Beach as we are set for football at Hard Rock Stadium in Miami Gardens. Today we hit double digits, week 10, and we've got a good one in store as it'll be the LA Chargers taking on the Miami Dolphins. On the visitors' sideline, their head coach. His guys flew across the country for this one. Always tough to play in the early slate of games when making that trek. His counterpart on the other side, the head coach of the home team. His guys ready to feed off the energy in this building as they try to win one in front of the home crowd. The shadow's starting to get a bit longer. Week 10 of the NFL season is here, and we're underway on EA Sports. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. Here are the Chargers ready to go on offense, led by their first-round pick in 2020, the man out of Oregon, Justin Herbert.
You know what I did in pregame? I made sure I touched him as he went by. I want a little bit of what he's got.
The golden arm from last week.
Oh, how much fun was that to watch that game tape, all right? The number of touchdowns, what was that, 5 last week? Yeah. It's 0 interceptions. So you think he's due to throw a pick? But I'm betting he continues the streak in this game.
A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. On the ground, this is Amarian Hampton. And he got blown up. Losing yardage on the play back at the 44. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
Let's go, let's go.
Now flags will come in. I think this one's going to be on the defense for jumping. A bit of a jump there, CD. He breaks the line, and that'll be 5 yards.
And you've got to stay more disciplined than that, Brandon. That's just a free gift to the offense.
Again, it's Hampton. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. 3rd and 9 here.
A loss of 2 yards. And it's 3rd down.
A shotgun snap for Herbert. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up. A 4th down, so the Chargers trot out J.K. Scott. He was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away. And he couldn't get it to check up. That kicks all the way into the end zone for a touchback. Here is Tua Tagovailoa heading out to lead this Miami offense.
There's a lot of good to watch in the game last week, wasn't there? I mean, he did throw 2 touchdown passes. That was impressive. And he's so close, isn't he? The 3 interceptions killed him and his team. That was costly. If he just cleans that up a little bit, there's a reason for optimism with this team and this passer.
The numbers for him from a week ago, a boatload of catches, 55 yards.
Having a nice season, number 8 in the league in receiving yards, and not just making his team happy, but anyone who's picked him in fantasy football.
Throw right side, going to be caught here by Waddle. And he's got this almost to the 40 before going out. Couple of Alabama guys there, Tua to Waddle for the Miami first.
1st and 10 at the 39-yard line.
Throwing now is Tagovailoa. He's got his target. It's the tight end, Tyler Higbee. The Dolphins at 6-2 to start play. They come in off a loss last time out, but overall they've been playing pretty well. 6 wins and 8 prior to that defeat.
And the key for them, as I see it, tightening things up on defense because the offense did its part. They played well, but defensively, way too many lapses of big plays allowed. That ultimately doomed them in their last ball game.
A 10-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Dolphins first down.
1st and 10 at the 43-yard line.
On play action, here's Tua. And the throw left sideline here is caught, but they'll rule it incomplete. Couldn't keep his feet in. 2nd down.
Derwin James on the coverage.
It's safe. Go ahead.
Tagovailoa working out of the gun. Open man is Hill. He's got it. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead.
That's a gain of 3. It's 3rd and 7.
Here's Tua. They're going to find the open man. That's complete. And he is going to have the Dolphins first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Counting down toward the midway point in quarter 1.
At the 32-yard line.
They fake the handoff. Now Tua. And he'll get this into the hands of Hill, complete. And he's going to be out down inside the 20 at the 15.
Well, that's not just his first, not his second, already his 3rd completion here on the opening drive. And I think it's safe to say that getting him the ball in this game, one of their top priorities.
And the top priority for the defense has got to be finding ways to cover him. And I don't think you can have one basic coverage to get it done. You have to throw a number of coverages at him, make him think as he's running downfield, and hope you can create a little bit of havoc.
They'll swing this out wide. Here's Achane. And here he'll get it down to the 7. They need 2. Here's 3rd down.
Makes it 3rd and 2.
And again, it's Tagovailoa. He's got his target. That's complete. And he will take it in for a Dolphins touchdown. Alec Ingold, his first touchdown on the year. And the Dolphins get the upper hand as they're on the board first here this afternoon. Extra point attempt to follow here. And we'll see if this rain affects the team's decisions going forward, but they kick it here, and it's good. A pretty long drive that time, 11 plays all told. And it winds up in 6 points for the Dolphins. Shifts past him. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26.
The offense for Los Angeles returns to the field. 4-4, their record through 8 games on the season. Would you say that this team has overperformed, underperformed, or are they kind of right where you thought that they would be?
Do you mind if I say yes, yes, and yes? Because ultimately to me, 4-4 is about where they should be, because we've seen weeks where they've been really, really good. They've looked terrific. Other weeks where we wonder just how good is this team. They want to be consistent in their play, not consistently inconsistent, which is what they've been thus far.
Herbert going to give to Hampton. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Call that a loss of a yard, and things get a little more difficult here. 3rd and 5. Here's Herbert. That is caught. Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. A first down and then some. 36 yards.
36 yards. And the Chargers first down.
They'll work inside here. Hampton taken down at the 30. Hey, look at this defense. They're right around the middle of the pack, number 15 in the NFL against the run.
They're not an elite unit. They're not, as what you'd say, the top part of the league against the run. They're a solid group, though. They do a good job. What they're looking for in this one, though, is an elite performance.
A run once more with Hampton. And they're knocking on the door now. There's a good run there. Going to take this to about the 10-yard line. That burst good for 20 and a first down.
The first drive this unit had, they punted. This drive, much more polished, just looking crisper, aren't they, moving the ball?
Maybe the first drive was a little bit of a wake-up call. Probably a little bit angry that they had to punt the ball away the first time they had it. Got motivated, got to the sideline, said, okay, let's not let that happen here as we take over again.
So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal. Back to throw here, Herbert. And hit behind the line. He lost the football. It's loose. And this is picked up by the Dolphins.
And give some credit to the defense. They forced the big play, knocked the ball free from them, but it's a cardinal sin by the quarterback. Know where you are on the field, and he just gave up at a minimum 3 points.
And instead of getting down, takes the contact. The turnover ensues. First down Miami as they get set to start the drive.
And they'll take over deep in their own end after the fumble recovery as they start 1st and 10. 2nd and 10. Now Tua. They set up the screen. Achane has it.
And he'll go out of bounds after getting this across the 15. They needed some breathing room. He gave it to them. 11 yards and a 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 16-yard line.
Now Achane on 1st and 10.
And he'll be taken down here as it will take us to the end of the 1st quarter.
After 7-0 on EA Sports. Second quarter from Miami. It's the Dolphins with the football as they've got it with a 2nd down and 2 coming up. Looking to pass. Tua. It's a slant to Hill. And Hill is going to have the Dolphins 1st down as they get this up across the 30-yard line.
For a Dolphins 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 31.
Going to the air. Tagovailoa. That's Waddle. He's got the catch on the out route. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. A 10-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Dolphins 1st down.
1st down. 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line.
Back to the ground, Achane. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Not a huge carry there on 1st down, but not all of them will be. But still, all in all, a positive play for the offense. It's all about picking up at least a few to set up what you're going to do here on 2nd down.
Gets it to Hill. It's a jet sweep. And that is well led there defensively. He was looking to use his speed to get the edge, but they said no way.
At the 41-yard line.
Out of the gun on 3rd down. Here's Tua. And that is too far out in front of his intended target. Incomplete. Now on 4th down, we've got a whistle here and a timeout. So as they talk it over, we step aside.
Yeah, he was looking for the checkup bounce, didn't get it. That scoots all the way into the end zone now for a touchback. And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles.
And they are back to 500 on the year, got the win last weekend, and it's one that kept their playoff hopes alive.
And if you do have those hopes, 500 is not where you want to be at this point of the year. Now, we know they've battled through some rough patches this season, so it now comes down to how they're going to finish. Not out of it. Can't afford any more missteps, though.
Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1.
A draw play, Hampton. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 40 yards now on the ground on just 7 carries.
If they continue to run the football this strong, right up the middle, I don't know if they can wait till halftime to make adjustments. They better find a way to get it done series to series. I don't know if they need to sub some guys out, bring in extra people, maybe change what they're doing on the defensive side of the ball. But right now, they're running the ball very well right out and right up the middle.
2nd and 3.
Now a toss, left side, Hampton.
And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. And now we're going to get a timeout here called by the defense.
So as they talk it over, we step aside. Trying to run for it with Hampton.
And he won't be close to a 1st down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. He needed 2, he got 1, and that's going to leave him with 4th down and a yard.
They will run for it with Hampton. And great blocking downfield as he's got this almost to the 35-yard line. And hold on here, because on that last run, it looks like we have a player who was shaken up.
Now it's Herbert. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Johnston. And down right around the 32-yard line, 4 yards on the pickup.
2nd down and 6 now.
2nd and 6 at the 32-yard line.
Here's Herbert. He's got another one to Johnston.
And he's got another first down as he's brought down at the Dolphins' 19. That one good for 13 and a Charger first. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Out of the gun, they'll run with Hampton. They'll get forward for 3 down to the 16-yard line.
He's had success on this drive, but not on this play.
Finally, they bowed up defensively. I think they were determined not to let him take it pretty much all the way down the field.
Yeah, it looks like they handled their run responsibilities correctly this time. What we call them run fits, everyone was in the right place.
And able to surge forward for about 5 yards down to the 10.
What a luxury to have a guy like this who can not only spell your starter, but can come in and keep drives going.
Herbert going to keep it on his sneak.
And I don't think he got there. No, they stop him right where it all started. Only a yard on the sneak, not enough. And he's a few inches short for 4th down. They snap it to Herbert. Into the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And the Chargers are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
First and goal at the 2-yard line.
And they'll send the tight end in motion here. Hampton. Now he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on 1st down.
Defense really sold out there to stop the run. Understandable down near the goal line. Now on 2nd down, you have to wonder, might we see play action here and a flip right over the top?
Out of the gun, Herbert. In trouble, and he'll go down back at the 12.
Dropped for a loss of 7 by multiple defenders.
2 minutes on the clock, 2nd quarter, 7-0 ball game. They've been denied touchdowns in the red zone twice already. Here comes 3rd and goal. Herbert. And he's got it. 11 yards, but still not enough. 4th down.
And that big gain may just change the thought process here on 4th down. I think in the red zone, they might now consider going for it on 4th down.
An 18-yard attempt.
And his kick is good.
So a conservative decision there, but it does put him on the board.
And I know the players hate it, the coaches hate it, but sometimes you just got to take the points when they're there. Sometimes a field goal is pretty darn good.
And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28. The Dolphins offense and Tua Tagovailoa headed back out onto the field. As we check out the league leaders in passing yards, you can see he's right up there among the best in the NFL at this point in the season.
And he gets this up to the 34 out of bounds there.
And from the 34, here's 2nd and 4.
Tua going to throw. Short throw, it's Higbee. And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1. Now a timeout called for by the offense as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. And an incomplete pass. That'll stop the clock here with just under a minute to play in half number 1.
Ariza is on to punt here as he gets this one away.
And a fair catch signaled for and taken at about the 18-yard line. A 41-yard punt there with no return. And it'll be Charger football here as they take over. The Charger drive about to get going. And what do you think goes on here in this situation? If you got the football, you're trailing, you're back in your own territory with just a little time. Do you try something?
You're thinking about jump-starting your team, right? You just mentioned they're down. They're trying to get back into the game. But you've got to figure, if something goes wrong, you may have put yourself in a spot where you may not be able to come back in the second half. Managing risk is a big decision here.
Now the Chargers will use the second of their timeouts as the clock stops here with 46 seconds remaining in the first half. In motion goes the tight end. Justin Herbert looking to pass. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up fourth down.
On is the punter Scott here as he gets this one away.
It'll be a 41-yard punt, give them 5 on the return. And it'll be Dolphin football. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And with great starting field position and a couple of timeouts at their disposal, they'll certainly have the green light here. The Dolphins going to take their second timeout.
So as they talk it over, we step aside.
Well, he was a busy man out of the backfield a week ago. They got the ball early and often. I have no doubt in my mind that he'll be a big part of the game plan here as well.
Here's Tagovailoa to throw. Over the middle, complete. That's Hill. Now the Dolphins will use the last of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in this first half. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down.
44.
Throwing now is Tagovailoa. Short throw, it's Higbee. And this will go as a gain of 7 as he gets it to the 30-yard line. And they're going to hurry back to the line now.
Brings up 2nd and 3 at the 30-yard line.
Tua sets up to pass it.
He'll dump this off to Achane. Oh, he's going to be brought down there in the field of play. And the clock will run, no timeouts. They will not have the chance to bring out the field goal unit.
All right, Brandon, thanks much. We're officially on to the second half of the season, Week 10. The playoff race starting to faintly take shape. Let's get into it. Our tour around the NFL starts now. At Lucas Oil Stadium in Indianapolis, the Colts at home to take on the Pittsburgh Steelers. And here's the Steelers running back. He's going to deliver in the red zone to the end zone, 12-yard touchdown run. Why don't we move on now and check in on another big mid-season matchup. And it's Alvin Kamara. He's got it, he's got room, he's got a touchdown. That's a 29-yard score. The Saints get their third win as they come away with the victory. Lastly, let's squeeze in one more. And this is the former UCLA Bruin, Zach Charbonnet. He'll take this one in from 2 yards out. The Seahawks get it done within the division as they come away with the victory. And here's a look at the rest of the action that's going on, the risers and the fallers around the NFL here in Week 10. Meanwhile, in our game, not a lot of offense to go around. 7-3 is the score as we get you back out to Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. The Dolphins offense and running back Devon Achane making their way back out. And they love to find different ways to get him the football. We know that. And you can see he comes into this week second in the NFL in receiving yards out of the backfield. First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. The third quarter begins with a run by Achane. Tackled by Bradley Chubb, the number 5 pick in the 2018 draft. Now it's 2nd and 10. From the gun, it's Tua. And this one's incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
That's a good piece of quarterbacking right there because he certainly felt the pressure coming. The alternative, getting sacked for the first time. He didn't like that option at all. Did a nice job saving yardage by throwing that one away.
Oh, good move. A nice punt, but a good run back as well, 13 yards. And that will come the offense as they take over. Here's the Los Angeles offense as they get set to take possession. Yeah, but the way this offense has played thus far, to be frank, they got to feel pretty grateful to be in the ball game.
I would agree with you totally because they've done all of nothing offensively in this game, yet they still find themselves in a position on this drive where a touchdown can give them the lead. They need to take advantage of it.
And they're still looking for that first touchdown here in the third quarter. All they have so far, the field goal.
And that's the kind of play this offense needs to maybe kick them into gear a little bit. They've been stuck in neutral much of the game. Perhaps that can give them a little bit of confidence that big plays are out there.
On first down, it's Hampton. Room here to run. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop it. 82 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon. Back to Hampton on first down. And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Here's 2nd and 10.
2nd and 10. At the 14-yard line.
From the shotgun, here's Herbert. On the out route, he finds Johnston. That'll give him 8 that time. And 3rd and 1 now. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. And they'll let their fullback try and push the pile. Well, they hit him in the backfield, and he will not escape. And that is not going to get it done.
Cameron Dicker on for the Chargers field goal. A 23-yard.
And his kick is indeed good. And they'll get it back within a point at 7-6. So another good job defensively because they've allowed 3 trips into the red zone, but only the 2 field goals.
Yeah, that's the bend but don't break, isn't it? And they really didn't get broken at all because if you're running off the field having allowed 2 field goals and 3 trips in the red zone, you've actually come out ahead.
Yeah, flipping over to the other side, the offense, they'll hope to cash in for 6 next trip. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27. Out comes the Miami offensive unit now. They get set to take over. Now this game, it has obviously been all about the defense on both sides of the football. Which offense is going to break through here? We'll see if they can do it on this drive.
Ready.
The drive starts with a run from Achane. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up.
Brings up 2nd and 10.
Right back to Achane on 2nd down. And once again, not much running room, if any at all. 2 runs for a net gain of nothing. Now here's 3rd and 10. Here's Tua. Open man is Waddle complete. And he'll be out of bounds right at the 40. Tua to his Alabama teammate Waddle. First down, Miami.
First and 10 at the 40.
They'll set up a throw. They'll let this go deep for Waddle. This is caught inside the 15. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Dolphins touchdown. Jalen Waddle, his 4th touchdown on the year. As his guys are able to extend their lead. Now, he's tough to contain as it is, but in man coverage with a pretty deep pass downfield, really tough to contain.
And it's so difficult because every play you've got to consider he might try and run past you. So your goal as a defensive back is to give him plenty of cushion, meaning lots of space between you and him. If he wants to catch the short stuff, come up and secure the tackle, hit him a bunch during the game, and try and keep him in front. If you turn your head for a second, if your concentration wanes, he just takes off and goes, and I think that's what we just saw there.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. The LA offense ready for this next possession. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
They'll fake the handoff. Now Herbert. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
1st and 10 at the 39-yard line.
Oh, design run for their wideout. And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. So after the loss of a yard, they'll look to push forward here on 2nd down and 11. Now Herbert with it, looking to pass. And incomplete.
At this point in the game, in the situation they're in, partner, these incompletions that we're seeing, they need to turn into positive snaps, and soon.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Herbert now. He's got his target. That's complete. And he's got another 1st down as he's brought down at the Dolphins' 41-yard line. 21 yards there on 3rd down. So now 1st and 10 as they've crossed into Miami territory at the 41. Back to throw here, Herbert. To the right side, he finds his receiver, Harris. 11 more on that one, and another 1st down.
It's taken a while for this offense to get going. A little creaky at the start, but they're oiled up now. A nice throw there, and they're really putting together a good drive.
Up the middle, it's Hampton. And he fumbled it. It's on the ground. And he's able to get it down to the 25-yard line.
Wow, that ball is not free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. The fumble on 1st down. Now here's 2nd down. On the give, this is Hampton. This will be a short gain of 3 before he's brought down at the 22.
Well, partner, they've been running it well the entire game, and the big guys up front, they're a huge reason why. And now they're reaping the benefits as they continue to open up big holes and gain nice yardage.
They're trying to keep the drive going. This will be play number 8. It's 3rd and 2. And he takes it down to the 13 and picks up the 1st. A strong 8 yards will keep this drive rolling.
I don't know about you, but that almost felt like old-time football there. 3rd and 2 is not necessarily just a running down anymore. A lot of times they want to throw the ball. They went back to the roots and powered forward and got the 1st down.
From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10.
Let's go.
And they'll send the slot in motion left. Herbert going to give to Hampton. And this play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back to the 15. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Brings up 2nd and 12 at the 15-yard line.
Here's Herbert. He's got the tight end. That's Gadsden. And the Chargers are looking at 1st and goal as he's tackled all the way down at the 2-yard line. Now a stoppage here as it looks like we've got a Dolphins shaken up on the play. We'll get an update when we come back to Miami. Hampton going to try to punch it in. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on 1st down. So they're backed up to the 3-yard line, 2nd and goal. A run once more with Hampton. And this is not going to do it as he's stopped at the 2-yard line. The 2nd down play not much better than the first, just a gain of 1 there.
So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his third down play as we played 3 quarters. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now in Miami. It's Charger football, but they trail here as we get going in quarter number 4. The Miami defense trying to keep them out. They haven't let them in yet. Can they hold again here on 3rd and goal? They'll work inside here, Hampton. And he gets halfway there down to the 1-yard line. Only a yard there, so it brings up 4th and goal.
I know this is your spot, partner, so forgive me for jumping in, but there's no decision right here. They have to go for it in this situation. They're down on the scoreboard. How many other opportunities are you going to get?
Yeah, I'm with you. 4th quarter, like you said, down on the scoreboard. And remember here, a field goal virtually does them no good. And he's not going to get there. They tackle him at the 2. They stop him up short on 4th and goal from the 1. And the Dolphins celebrate their goal line stand. So they'd converted their first 2 4th down attempts. Not there. Now they're 2 for 3.
You think maybe the offense coordinator expended a little capital on that one? You know, when you're 2 for 2, you can lobby for that 3rd one, right? Didn't get it there. Maybe now the head coach might not be so eager to go for it as we go forward.
Here's Achane to start the drive. And he'll take this up to about the 7 or 8 yard line. He'll get a nice chunk there on the 1st down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
2nd and 4 at the 8-yard line.
A run straight ahead with Achane. And he'll be brought down, it looks like right at the 15. 7 yards there and a 1st down.
And this is exactly what you're looking to do offensively. You can start stringing some runs together like this. You'll keep churning out 1st downs, and that's going to put you in a great position to carry this one home.
On the throw, running too much that time. It's incomplete. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Tagovailoa working out of the gun. They'll get this into the hands of Hill, complete. An unfortunate time for the penalty there. That cancels out a positive play from this offense.
Well, not to sound too trite or too accepting, but you and I both know it happens. You got to accept it and move on. Yardage, you got to get back. Focus on the next play. Move on.
Going to the air. Tagovailoa. And the most curious way there to burn some clock. That was wild. And at the end of all that, it winds up a safety. And you don't want to pin this all on the quarterback, even when the pressure's coming. Not easy for them, but that's just something you can't do is take that sack in the end zone.
No, you can't. But for all defensive line coaches, they're celebrating everywhere. Because what do they tell us in our meetings? It's all about the get-off. Beating the offensive line at the snap of the football.
The offense for Los Angeles returns to the field. We certainly have a good one on our hands. They're trailing after that last touchdown, but now a chance for this offense to try to snag that lead right back here in the 4th quarter. Herbert and the Chargers now with a 1st and 10 at the 31-yard line. They'll start it out with a run by Hampton. And he'll scratch out only about a yard up to the 32.
That felt like a trap because it looked to me like the opposing front was on that play from the get-go. They had everyone crashing the ball carrier before he even made the line, and they hold him to just a yard.
Operating from the gun. Herbert finding Harris over the middle. So the completion good for just 3. And now 3rd down and 6 to go.
Brings up 3rd and 6.
Now it's Herbert. He's going to get that to his running back out of the backfield. And he is going to have the Chargers 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
The Chargers 1st down.
Give here to Hampton. And he'll run straight into a wall of tacklers at the line of scrimmage. It's 2nd down. They've called his number a lot this afternoon. You wonder how much tread is left on those tires.
We certainly do, but I always think back to one of my favorite coaches in the NFL. And he used to have a meeting with his running backs every year in the offseason and say, look, as many times as you're going to carry the ball, you should be able to carry it one more time, so make sure you get in shape.
So now 1st and 10 as they've crossed into Miami territory as they've got it to the 28-yard line. Here's Herbert. And that'll be off the mark, too far out in front, and it's incomplete.
It sort of looks like they stopped some fighting them on this series because it seemed like things were headed for the red zone. But if this defense gets 2 more stops, they can keep them out of that area.
A play fake, and now Herbert to throw. And he's got another 1st down as he's brought down at the Dolphins' 18.
A gain of 10 yards. That's another Chargers 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 18.
A run. Here's Hampton. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Yikes, a 4-yard loss really sets him back now for 2nd down. Looking to throw. Herbert. Pass out left, finds Johnston. The result, only 4 yards there on the play. And that's going to set up a tough 3rd and 9.
Brings up 3rd and 9.
Operating from the gun. Herbert. He'll check this one down to Hampton. And the tackle made at the 13. He is well short of the 1st. 1 score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. He'll try to do it himself. The 4th down play doesn't work for the Chargers. And this 11-play drive is going to lead to nothing on the scoreboard. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. Their defense forced the turnover on downs. They've got the lead. They're in good shape, but can't go into a shell here, right? Still got to be careful.
Yeah, because they're still a long way away from kneel down time. So they've got to work on getting 1st downs, keep the sticks moving, right? Keep the clock going. And above all, ball secure. Don't turn it over.
Now Achane on 1st and 10. Well, I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. The Chargers going to signal for the 1st of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. Now the Chargers will use the 2nd of their timeouts. And as the 2 teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. Out of the gun on 3rd down, here's Tua. And that one goes incomplete on the drop. That's one he definitely normally catches. 4th down.
Sets up 4th down.
So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. Returnable here for Davis. So a change of possession here on the punt. And they will take over 1st and 10. Herbert and the Chargers down 14-8. A little under 2.5 to go. Herbert. They've got 1 timeout at their disposal and the 2-minute warning as they go to work here on 1st down.
I got the sense that the defense created a little momentum for them there, didn't they?
Did their job, forced the punt. Now, nice start to the drive. Offense has to do their part.
Yeah, they certainly do, but what a great start for them. They got to go thank the guys on D.
4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. Here's 2nd down and 3. Now a toss, left side, Hampton. And he'll have it past midfield, almost to the 40, before being taken down. Just the 1 timeout remaining as they try to navigate this 2-minute drill. 1st and 10. And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end. They'll come up now on 2nd down.
A gain of 4. It's now 2nd
Now
and
Herbert.
6.
Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Johnston. And he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1.
Brings up 3rd and 1.
Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he's got another 1st down as he's brought down at the Dolphins' 21.
And the Chargers 1st down.
Herbert. And that is caught. Touchdown. And they're an extra point away from taking the lead here in the final minute. Now they can boot it it through on the always important extra point, and then their defense has to hold up their end of the bargain.
And there's something that you've pointed out in numerous games that we've worked. Okay, the excitement's going on. Everyone's celebrating over there. Who's calling up the defense to make sure they're focused because they still have some work to do?
The kick unit on here for the Chargers as they will send this one away. Now a crease here as he's past the 30.
And good starting field position. He'll get this one all the way up to about the 35-yard line.
So now it's the Dolphins' turn, trailing by a point, 50 seconds to go. A field goal will be a game winner as they come up on first down. That's what they need right now. Get the first down, get out of bounds, stop the clock.
Just playing smart football, understanding the situation, making the plays necessary, and making sure that clock stops at every opportunity.
And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down.
It's second down and 10.
The clock reading 40 seconds. Here's second and 10. Now Tua. This is caught by Waddle.
Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 35 seconds left to go.
First down. First and 10 at the 36-yard line.
2 timeouts still available in this final minute. It's first and 10 now. Throwing Tua.
And he fires one incomplete.
Limited time left on the clock after that incompletion, so I think both sides are going to savor every second to prepare before the next snap. Because once the ball's in motion, it may be a nonstop push to finish this drive off. Everyone better be on the same page right now, because I think they're going to try to get several plays off in quick succession if they can.
The Dolphins going to take their second timeout. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break.
Well, the elements, the crowd, the situation, this is NFL football at its best. Here's third down. Tua. He had a man open, but he missed him, and it's incomplete.
So now one of the biggest kicks of the night is forthcoming. This to almost certainly win the football game.
Bates' kick is good.
And the sideline celebrates as they have taken the lead in the final minute.
So that, Charles, a season long right there.
And you know who's really excited about that? The special teams coordinator, because he's the one who has to tell the head coach in pregame, this is where we trust him from. This distance, he can hit it, and he repaid that trust by knocking that one right through.
And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. They'll come up first and 10 here. Herbert. Pass complete to Harris.
And past the 40 before he's out of bounds.
Here's first down.
And now with 6 seconds remaining, they're going to burn their final timeout.
First down, Los Angeles.
Well, going to be tough to get 2 plays out of this. This could very well be it. Throwing, Herbert.
Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And it's incomplete. So their final drive comes up empty. And with that, the ball game is over.
A fun, close ball game comes to an end. On that last play, Charles, they were on the wrong side of midfield. They needed something near a miracle, and they couldn't get it done.
Yeah, the effort, that was good. Very good, in fact. They were just a little too far out to get a decent look at the end zone for that last opportunity. Couldn't get it done, but a nice game overall.
So for Miami, the win will move them to 7-2 now on the year. And they'll get to stay home again next week. Meanwhile, for the Chargers, they are barely afloat as they fall to 4-5. And they will try to get back in the swing of things next week on the road. I'm Brandon Gaudin. Certainly have to thank Charles Davis, my broadcast partner, and our entire crew. We'll catch you next time right here. It's the NFL on EA Sports.